Good morning to all. This is Nagal Mira. Our subject is operating systems. In that, free space management. That is our today's topic. Okay, na? Unit 4, free space management. That is our topic. Yes, what is the meaning of free space management? Okay, na? Basics are completed yesterday. What is the meaning of free space management? Okay, na? What is the meaning of free space management? Here, free space management is nothing but manage the free space in our secondary storage. Why? Because our all files and directories are permanently stored in secondary storage. Simply, initially, my hard disk consists of free space blocks. Okay, na? So here my files are stored using different techniques, using these embedding, using these contiguous allocation or linked list allocation or indexed allocation. So where free block is available, my total files or directories are stored at that position. Now some blocks are free, some blocks are occupied with some files are directories. So some blocks are free, some blocks are not free. So here operating system must do free space management. Okay, na? In that free space only the remaining files are directories are stored in our hard disk permanently. To maintain free space, our operating system implement four different types of techniques. Okay, na? To maintain free space in our secondary storage, operating system can using four different types of techniques. These different types of techniques are nothing but free space management. Okay, so using these four different types of free management techniques, our operating system manage the free space in our secondary storage. What are those? First one is bitmap, also called as bit vector, linked list, grouping, counting. Okay, na? So these four different types of techniques to manage the free space in our secondary storage, nothing but hard disk. In that, first two are most important, and okay, na? Bitmap and linked list are most important. Okay, na? So coming to our first one, that is bitmap or bit vector. So this is our first free space management technique. In this series are collection of bits where each bit corresponds to its disk block. In this bitmap, what happened here? Collection of bits are used to represent the free space or it occupied. Is free space or something occupied some data. So in this, there are two types of values are used. What are those? 0 and 1. 0 and 1. Here 0 indicates block is allotted. That means there is no free space. 0 means there is no free space. Already block is allotted. 1 means yes, free space is available at. 1 means free space is available at that can store some data. 0 means this is a very important. 0 means already allotted. There is no free space. 1 means free space is available. Okay, now we can store some data. So this is the meaning of this bitmap or bit vector. Now I am explaining with example. For example, this is my hard disk. This is my hard disk. Hard disk consists of different types of blocks. In that, some blocks are occupied with some data, some blocks are empty. Now here, green color indicates blocks are already occupied with some data. Here, white blocks are indicates these blocks are empty. Okay, these blocks are empty. Now, what happened here is here total 16 bits are there. Total 16 bits are there. Now tell me which block is empty, which block is empty, which block is already occupied with some data. So in bit, tell me in bitmap. That means zeros are one. Zeros are one. 0 means occupied. 1 means free. Now what about first block? Tell me. What about first block? First block value is, tell me anyone. Somebody sent message 0. Yes, exactly. 49, 549 sent 0. So 0 means occupied. So simply here look this, okay. Look this one also. Here there are, I already mentioned. So first 0, 0, 0, 4 zeros are there. That means here block 1 occupied. That means 0, 0, 0, 0. This is 1, 1, 1. Why? Because free. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Why? Because these all are occupied. 1, 1. These two are free. Again, the last one 0. Why? Because this is occupied. So in this way, operating system can manage the free space, using bitmap and bit vector. Bitmap are also called as bit vector. This is the very simplest and easiest notation to represent free space management. This is very easy, kada? Now coming to our second one, this is linked list. Linked list notation. Okay na, already told this. Okay na, linked list, what is the meaning of linked list? One block is linked to another one, that block is linked to another one. So this is the form of linked list. Now what happened here? First one, okay na, here linked list, what is meaning of this? This is another type of free space management. In this, the free disk blocks are linked together. That is the main point. Okay na, the free disk blocks are linked together. That is free block contains a pointer to the next free block. Okay now. So here the main thing is free disk blocks are linked together. Free linked blocks, free blocks are linked together. That is, free blocks contain a pointer to the next free block. So observe our diagram. So this is our hard disk, nothing but secondary storage. Here there are so many blocks are available. Some blocks are occupied, some blocks are free. That means here green blocks are same as, okay, same as last example. Green blocks are occupied with some data that is not free. Okay now. See here empty blocks are nothing but white blocks are empty blocks. Those are free. Those are free. Now here linked list notation, what happened here? So these empty blocks, all empty blocks are linked together. For example, coming to this block 5, here block 5 is white, nothing but empty. This is linked to another empty block, that is block 6 also empty. So block 5 linked to block 6. Here block 6 linked to another empty block, that is 7, 7 also empty. So 6 is linked to 6 is linked to 7. So 8 is not empty. 9 is not empty. 10 is not empty. 11 is not empty. 12, 13 also not empty. Here 14 is again empty. So this 7 is directly linked to our 14. Why? Because this is also empty. So 14 is again linked to 15. Why? Because this is also empty. So in this way, what happened here? In this way, all empty blocks are linked together in this linked list notation. Okay na? In the same way, we can call all not empty block are linked together. ఓకేనా. సో ఎట్లా అయితే మనకి ఎంటీ బ్లాక్స్ లింక్ అయి ఉన్నాయో అట్లాగే ఏవైతే అలాటెడ్ బ్లాక్ నథింగ్ బట్ నాట్ లింక్డ్ బ్లాక్ కూడా లింక్ అయ్యే ఉంటాయండి. సో ఇక్కడ మనం ఓన్లీ ఫ్రీ బ్లాక్స్ మాత్రమే లింక్ అయినట్టుగా చూపించాం. అట్లాగే నాట్ ఎంటీ బ్లాక్స్ కూడా లింక్ అయి ఉంటాయి. మనకి నాట్ ఎంటీ బ్లాక్స్ లింక్ అయి ఉన్నాయి అంటే దట్ మీన్స్ మిగతావన్నీ కూడా ఎంటీ బ్లాక్స్. ఇక్కడ ఎంటీ బ్లాక్స్ అన్ని లింక్ అయి ఉన్నాయి అంటే మిగతావన్నీ కూడా నాట్ ఎంటీ బ్లాక్స్ అండి. ఒకటి వస్తే రెండోది వచ్చినట్టే కదా. ఓకేనా. 1 person is good. Here there are 2 persons are there. 1 person is good. We are saying 1 person is good. Remain second person automatically bad person. In the same way, here in this linked list notation, what happened here? All empty blocks are linked together. Okay na? That means one empty linked block consists of another empty block. Okay na? One empty block linked to another empty block. Where it is entire disk. మన ఎంటైర్ డిస్క్ లో ఎక్కడైనా ఉండొచ్చు. చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఈ 3 కాంటిగ్యూస్ గా ఉన్నాయి. బట్ హియర్ దిస్ ఈస్ నాట్ కాంటిగ్యూస్, ఎక్కడో ఉంది. సో లింక్ అవ్వాలా? ఇన్ ది సేమ్ వే హియర్ నాట్ ఎంప్టీ బ్లాక్స్ ఆర్ లింక్డ్ టుగెదర్. One not empty block is linked to another not empty block, another not empty block is again linked to another not empty block. Okay, so in this way linked list notation is used to manage the free space management. Okay, this is also very easy kada. So here using bits, we are representing this block is empty, this block is not empty. But in this using linked list, this block is empty, this block is not empty. So these two are very important, and so these two are very important free space management techniques. That is bitmap or bitvector. Next one is linked list notation. Next one is grouping. Okay, na? Grouping. Yes, what is the meaning of grouping here? Here, grouping is another approach to manage free space management. In this, store all addresses of the free blocks in the first free block. Okay, na? So look this again. Store store the addresses of the free blocks in the first free block. Free block. What is the meaning of this? For example, look this diagram. For example, this is look like some linked list, and this is look like some linked list. For example, what it says: store the addresses of the all the free blocks in the first free block. What is the meaning of this? So this is look like as some this way. Yes, this one. Okay, indexed allocation. What happened here? Index allocation. What happened here? Here first block consists of all the remaining blocks. Correct? First block consists of indexed allocation. What happened? In this first block consists of all the remaining blocks. In the same way, what is the meaning of grouping here? In this grouping technique, in our hard disk, there are so many blocks are there. In that so many blocks, some blocks are occupied with some data, some blocks are empty. Now, what happened here in this grouping? Here, the first block, that is the first block is chosen, that is free block. This free block consists of all the remaining free blocks addresses. So మన హార్డ్ డిస్క్ లో ఏవైతే ఫ్రీ బ్లాక్స్ ఉన్నాయో ఏదో ఒక బ్లాక్ ని చూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఆ బ్లాక్ ఫ్రీ బ్లాక్ అయి ఉండాలి. ఆ బ్లాక్ లో ఏముంటాయి అంటే మన హార్డ్ డిస్క్ లో రిమైనింగ్ ఫ్రీ బ్లాక్స్ యొక్క మొత్తం ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అడ్రసెస్ మొత్తము ఆ ఫస్ట్ ఫ్రీ బ్లాక్ లో ఉంటుందండి. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ మై గ్రూపింగ్. This is nothing but my grouping. So simply in this, store all the addresses of the free blocks in that first free block only. That means first free block consists of all the addresses of the free blocks. So this is nothing but grouping. Okay, now our counting. Yes, what is the meaning of counting here? So this is same as grouping. This is same as grouping, but here this is same as grouping. Grouping means in this also store the addresses of the first free disk block and number n of free contiguous disk blocks that are allow the first block. That means same as grouping, but here counting is happened. Same as grouping, but counting is happened. So for example, in this also disk consists of so many blocks. Some blocks are empty, some blocks are occupied with some data, nothing but not empty. So in this one block is chosen, counting also one block is chosen, that block is empty. It consists of all the remaining empty blocks addresses. Now count. Count is done. What is the meaning of count? How many free blocks are available in that disk? How many not empty blocks are available in that hard disk? So simply in this counting is happened. So simply counting and groupings are same. Counting and groupings are same. A grouping only first free block consists of remaining free blocks addresses. That is the grouping. But here counting is happen. Counting means yes, how many free blocks are available, how many not empty blocks are available. In this way, counting is used to manage the free space management. Okay, na? So simply grouping and counting is something look like as indexed allocation. Okay, na? So this is about our free space management. Okay, na? Operating system perform any one of these four techniques to manage the free space in our hard disk. To know how much of free space is available, how much occupied space is available. Okay, na? So this is about our free space management. Okay, na? Bitmap or bitvector, linked list, grouping and counting. This is about our free space management. Okay, na? So let me check our syllabus. Yes, this is our syllabus. So file system, file system. So files directories, file system implementation, management and optimization. So this topic is completed. Now file system is completed. So in our unit 4, first chapter is completed. This is file system. Okay, now we started with file system, not deadlocks. Okay, now I will explain this deadlock last. Okay, now after second chapter. So file system is completed. Okay, now file system is completed. Next chapter is nothing but second chapter is, yes, a secondary storage structure. Okay, na? Our second chapter of fourth unit is secondary storage structure. Simply secondary storage. Simply hard disk. Okay, I am talking about this secondary storage. It may be a CD, it may be hard disk, whatever it may be. So, is there any doubts in previous topic, that is file system? Is
Yes,
there
sir.
any doubts in file system? So this is all
No,
file
sir.
systems. Okay, na? I think very easy, kada? Yes, total theory, very
Yes, sir.
easy. Yes. If you have any doubts, please refer our videos. Okay, now that is available in our college website. If you have any doubts, please ask. I will clarify anytime. Okay, now in any topic. So leave that. Coming to our second chapter, that is secondary storage structure. Now, what is the meaning of secondary storage? What is the meaning of secondary storage first? Yes, secondary storage is nothing but hard disk. Every computer consists of secondary storage. Why? We have in every computer, it may be laptop, it may be normal desktop, even if you take our mobile also, even if you take our mobile also, it consists of two different types of memories. Okay, na? For example, if you go, for example, Big C or something, any mobile showroom or Samsung showroom, okay, na? First you prefer any brand, for example, what it say, for example, Oppo, okay, na? Oppo mobile. So I want Oppo mobile. So that guy asks, how much of memory do you want? Nothing but configuration. No, I want, for example, 8 GB of RAM, 8 GB of RAM, and 250 GB, 250 GB of ROM. What is the meaning of that? 8 GB of RAM. That means 8 GB of primary memory you are asking, and 250 GB of ROM, ROM, read-only memory, nothing but secondary storage. Secondary storage, 250 GB of RAM, that is secondary storage. Coming to our laptops or something normal desktop systems. Okay, na? For example, if you go Lenovo shop, okay, na? Sir, I want laptop. Yes, what do you want? So I want this much of configuration. What is that? So I want 8 GB of RAM and 1 TB of hard disk. Okay, I want with the configuration 8 GB of RAM, 8 GB of RAM, and 1 TB terabytes, 1 TB of hard disk. What is the meaning of that? So you are asking about primary memory and secondary memory. Kada? Primary memory and secondary memory. So what is the meaning of primary memory? What is the meaning of secondary memory? Okay, now I am just briefly explaining about those two. Okay, now primary memory is used to executing our task. Primary memory is used to execute our task. Okay, now primary memory also called as physical memory, also called as main memory. Okay, now so in last topic we have discussed all these things. So our task is first loaded into our main memory, nothing but primary memory, nothing but RAM. Okay, na? Then only our CPU can execute. That is about our RAM. So RAM is a temporary memory, nothing but main memory is a temporary memory. Okay, it consists of very little bit of memory compared with secondary storage. But here secondary storage is a permanent storage. Okay, na? Secondary storage is a permanent storage. Okay, na? It can store some data, our all data permanently until we wantedly remove it. So it consists of bulk. It consists of very large bulk amount of. That's why in our mobiles also 8 GB of RAM, 250 GB of RAM, 250 GB of RAM. Okay, na? So in our computers also 8 GB of RAM, 8 GB of RAM, hard disk 1 TB, nothing but 1000 GB we are asking. Okay. So simply secondary storage is a major component in our computer. It can store lot amount of data. It can store large amount of data. Compared with the primary memory, secondary storage is a very huge amount of capacity. For example, if you take our RAM capacity is 8 GB, but your secondary storage capacity is up to some 500 GB, 1 TB, something like that. Okay. Na? So simply here, secondary storage also called as mass storage. Mass means huge. Mass means huge. Okay. Na? Then secondary storage also called as mass storage, also called as secondary storage, also called as auxiliary storage. Here auxiliary is nothing but permanent. Auxiliary is nothing but permanent. Okay na? So I mentioned these two terminologies here. Here secondary storage also called as mass storage. Here secondary storage also called as auxiliary storage. Okay na? Here the real-time example of our secondary storage is magnetic disks. Magnetic disk only. So your hard disk also called as magnetic disk. In our computer there is a hard disk. This hard disk also called as magnetic disk. Okay na? So here second secondary storage we can say mass storage, also we can say auxiliary storage. Here the real time example of our secondary storage is magnetic disk, nothing but hard disk. Okay na? So here secondary storage is equal to mass storage is equal to auxiliary storage is equal to magnetic disk. Okay na? Magnetic disk. So simply here magnetic disks provide bulk, magnetic disk provide bulk storage in every modern computer. If you take any modern computer, okay na, in this modern computer, here there is a hard disk, nothing but magnetic disk. It consists of huge amount of bulk storage of data. Okay na, then here in this hard disk, if you take our hard disk, here hard disk is look like as our something geometry box only. If you take for example 10th or something ninth class students, there is a geometry box na. So our hard disk is look like as something geometry box. ఆ size లో ఉంటుందండి. మన కంప్యూటర్ లో హార్డ్ డిస్క్ అంత సైజ్ లో ఉంటుంది, geometry box size లో. If you open that particular hard disk, what appears? The disk platters are arranged. డిస్క్ ప్లాటర్స్ అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? మన హార్డ్ డిస్క్ జామెట్రీ బాక్స్ సైజ్ లో ఉంటుంది. మీరు కనుక ఆ జామెట్రీ బాక్స్ సైజ్ లో ఉన్న హార్డ్ డిస్క్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తే ఇన్ దట్ హార్డ్ డిస్క్ దేర్ ఈజ్ ఏ platters. There is a disk platters. What is the meaning of disk platter? Disk platters are look like as CDs. Okay na? Our CDs is something round గా ఉంటాయి కదా, పల్చగా రౌండ్ గా ఉంటాయి కదా ప్లాస్టిక్. సో ఆ ప్లాస్టిక్ మెటల్ లాంటివి మన హార్డ్ డిస్క్ లో ఒక 4-5 ఉంటాయండి. దట్ ఈస్ డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ అవర్ కెపాసిటీ ఆఫ్ హార్డ్ డిస్క్. ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ 1 GB, దట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ one platter. If it is something 1000 GB, it may be 4 or 5. That is depends upon our company as well as that is depends upon capacity. Okay, how many platters are available? That is depends upon company, that is depends upon capacity of that particular hard disk. So simply if you open our hard disk, the inner part of the hard disk consists of platters. What is the meaning of platter? Platter is same as CD. Platters are look like as same as CD. Okay na? So in that platter our data is stored. In our CD our data is stored with the normal CD or DVDs. In this same way, in our hard disk, the inner part of the hard disk consists of group of platters. How many platters? That is depends upon company. That is depends upon our capacity of the hard disk. Okay. So here the group of platters are available if you open our hard disk. So each platter is look like as CD or DVDs. Okay. So here what is the diameter? What is the round capacity? Nothing but diameter. Round diameter of platter. The diameter of platter is from 1.8 inches to 5.25 inches. That is depends upon company again. That is depends upon our company again, and also our capacity of hard disk. Okay. This is all are our online bits. Okay. Which one of the following? Which one of the following is the main part of hard disk? That is platter. Platter is look like as CDs. What is the diameter of platter? Each platter. What is the diameter of each platter? That is 1.8 inch to 5.25. 1.8. 1.8 is nothing but I think it is laptops. Okay. In laptops there is a small hard disk. I think 1.8 is our laptop. 5.25. In our normal system, desktop system, there is a large hard disk. So I think 5.25 inches. Okay. So 1.8 to 1.8 to 5.25 inches. Each platter consists of that much diameter. Okay, na? So in our hard disk, inner part of the hard disk consists of platter kada. So each platter surface coated with magnetic material. So if you take platter that is same as CD, two sides, okay, na, two sides of the platter covered with magnetic material. So in our CD, if you take CD or DVD, our data is stored only one side, kada, only one side. But in our hard disk, platter can store both side of platter. It can store left side, it can nothing but upper part, it can store lower part. So each platter, two sides, two sides is covered with magnetic material. Okay, magnetic material. So it can store or it can record our data. It can record our data with magnetically. Magnetically. That means okay. Na? So it records some data both side of the platter with magnetically. So this is the introduction of our secondary storage. Now, what we have discussing here, simply secondary storage, also called as mass storage, also called as auxiliary storage, also called as magnetic disk. Okay, na? So in modern computer, magnet disks are used to bulk amount of data. Okay, na? In magnet disk, there is a one major component that is available inside the hard disk, that is platter. This is look like as something CDs. The diameter of these platters are 1.8 to 5.25 inches. Okay, na? So each platter can store both sides. Why? Because both sides covered with magnetic material. Okay, na? So it can record data with magnetically. So this is about our introduction to nothing but overview of mass storage. Now coming to our how our secondary storage is look like in inner side. So yes, this is if you open our hard disk, if you open our hard disk is look like this. Okay, na? So simply I am talking about platter kada. I am talking about platter. So this is platter, nothing but CD. This is a platter, this is a platter, this is a platter. So simply in every hard disk, there are group of platters are available. I already told. The group of platters means count. It may be a two, it may be a one, it may be 10. That is depends upon company of the hard disk. That is depends upon capacity of the hard disk. If you take low capacity hard disk, it may be one or two, it may be a high capacity hard disk, it may be something 3, 5 up to 10. Okay, that is depends upon company and also that is depends upon capacity of the hard disk. So simply, yeah, this is a one platter, this is another platter, this is another platter. Platter is look like as something CD. Both side of platters, okay, and that is upper part, lower part. Both side of each platter coated with magnetic. Okay, na? Information is stored in on nothing but on platters only. Here, all platters are arranged. All platters are arranged with one support. This support is called as spindle. ఏం లేదండి అన్ని సిరీస్ మనం ఒక దాంట్లో ఇట్లా గుచ్చినట్టుగా సో దీస్ ఆల్ ప్లాటర్స్ ఆర్ అరేంజ్ సమ్ ఆర్డర్ విత్ ది హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ సమ్ స్పిండిల్. ఓకేనా? సో మనం ఏం చేస్తాం అన్ని సిరీస్ ఒక దాంట్లో ఇట్లా గుచ్చినట్టుగా ఒక పెన్ గుచ్చితే ఎట్లా ఉంటాయి వరుసగా ఇట్లా ఉండవు. సో అట్లాగే ఈచ్ ప్లాటర్స్ ఆర్ అరేంజ్డ్ ఆర్డర్లీ విత్ ది హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ సపోర్ట్. ది సపోర్ట్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ స్పిండిల్. ఓకేనా? So this is platter. These all platters are arranged with the help of spindle. Okay, na? Here platter is divided into some tracks. Platter is divided into some tracks, and this track is again divided into sectors. Okay, na? Look this here. Each platter, if you closely observe, each platter is divided into some tracks. Each track is divided into some sectors. In that sector our data is stored. In that sector our data is stored. Okay, na? Then so this is nothing but this is sector. All sectors and tracks are look like as something cylinder, look like as something structure that is cylinder. So these all something what it say all plotters are rotating. Yes, all plotters are rotating, and our data is stored, and also our data is removed, whatever it may be. We can perform any task. If you saved, if you delete, if you modified. Okay, so this is about our inner part of hard disk. So here one more point is how our data is stored on Plotter, how our data is modified, how our data is updated, how our data is modified. So that is with the help of this one. This is ARM, disk ARM, ARM, okay, na? Disk ARM. So each plotter consists of two disk ARM. Each platter consists of two disk arm. One is for upper side, one is for lower side. One is upper side, one is lower side. One is upper side, one is lower side. I already told why upper side, lower side. Our one platter consists of both direction, that is coated with magnetically. That's why each platter consists of two arm, disk arm. This arm is used to read the data or write the data. Okay. So these all arms are supported with the help of arm support, that is called as arm assembly. So these all platters are combined with the help of spindle. These are all arms are combined, nothing but arranged sequentially with the help of arm assembly. Okay, na? So these are it is supported. Something read and write arms came it is support. Hard disk support is spindle. So in this way all disks are arranged. Okay, now each disk consists of two sides. For the two sides there is a each hard disk consists of two read and write heads. Okay, now read and write heads. So these all read and write heads are supported with the help of arm assembly. This is the inner part of our hard disk, nothing but mass storage structure, and the overview of mass storage structure. If you write this question in our example, you must draw this diagram also. Okay, na? Exactly they will also need rough diagram scores. Okay, na? So this is about our inner part of the hard disk. Now coming to our next topic. Okay, na? So all disks in our computer arranged with the help of wires. If you open our computer, normal desktop computer, so it consists of different wires kada. Wires అవి ఇవి చాలా కనిపిస్తూ ఉంటాయి మీకు. Different components, all components are connected with some wires. Okay, so simply in our hard disk, in a hard disk consists of some wires. This wire is nothing but IO bus, input output bus, and simply hard disk consists of some wires. These wires are nothing but input output bus. Okay, now input output bus. So there are different types of buses. There are different types of IO buses are there. Okay, now from old generation to now generation. So first type of bus, nothing but here there are different types of buses. Here there are four types of buses presently we are using. First one is EIDE, next one is ATA, next one is SATA, SATA, next one is USB-S. We know about this USB. Okay, na? USB, next one is FC. Okay, na? In old computers we were used one kind of IO bus, that is EIDE. Here EIDE is nothing but enhanced integrated drive electronics. Enhanced integrated drive electronics. This was the old technology, and this was some slow. Okay, now this was some slow. Now some years, okay, some years passed. Now here the new technology is developed, that is ATA, that is advanced technology attachment. Okay, now after some years there is some advanced technology was developed. Yes, SATA. Okay, serial advanced technology attachment. So we are using this technology also nowadays also we are using this technology. If you open our CPU, there is a red cable, or blue cable, that is SATA cable. Now after some years the new technology was developed, that is USB, universal serial bus. So we are using this technology nowadays. Now the recent, okay, nowadays this is developing a fiber cable FC. This is very fast technology. Okay, this is developing stage. Okay, this is about our different types of IO buses. Now our tomorrow's topic, that is magnetic tapes. Okay, tomorrow we will discuss about magnetic tapes. Time already up.